All right, welcome to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. Right now, you hearing Meesh,
And Jay.
and Jay. That's right, and Jay is my brother, my oldest brother at that. And we decided to start a podcast together. So I'm very, very excited. Welcome to anybody who's coming to listen. I do appreciate everybody coming to sit in and hear what we have to say. We're gonna be talking that talk, like real stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about. How was your holidays, bro?
My holiday's good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited that we doing this thing. The holidays was great. You know what I mean? Mom's food always off the
Killing it.
Dude, I mean, I ain't even got to worry about that. Look, I ain't even eat no dinner. I probably ate lunch at work. I had turkey burgers and fries. I knew from then I'm gonna eat shit else. Anyway, I didn't eat nothing else for the rest of the day.
Right.
And then I was debating on having a bagel in the morning when I got up.
Okay.
Then I thought about it. I was like, Mom's be cooking for like 45 people when there's only 15 in there.
Absolutely.
And that food be on the hook. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna go back. So I'm just gonna starve.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna eat breakfast.
Starved.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was at work and on Facebook, I think our cousin Rochelle, she posted something. It might have been Rochelle, it might have been somebody else, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I don't know if you saw it, but it made a post basically asking, do you eat breakfast on Thanksgiving Day?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't. I've never eaten breakfast on Thanksgiving Day, ever. I think maybe Mom only made breakfast one time back in the day on Thanksgiving Day. I've never seen it. Most people starve through Thanksgiving, all the way until the food is ready.
Right. And I told him on the Facebook, I was like, you got to be an MF greedy.
Yeah.
MF to eat breakfast and then go back and have Thanksgiving dinner later.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Now, with that said, devil's advocate, if you have dinner later, if you're one of those families that have dinner
8 o'clock.
at 7, 8 o'clock,
There you go.
then it's feasible.
That's feasible.
Feasible. Moms, you already know,
No.
2 o'clock, 1:30, she getting ready at 1:30, 2:30, you eat. So it's not feasible to eat breakfast because you're going to eat back to back. That's just...
Back to back eating. And then you're not going to be able to eat as much because literally 5,000 meals get made on Thanksgiving. Like literally calories on calories. And speaking on calories, I've been watching mine. So that's why I've really been like thinking like, I'm going to chill out on Thanksgiving. But definitely thousands and thousands of calories on your plate as soon as you get it. So you do not want breakfast.
No.
I promise you, you don't. Nobody wants breakfast.
No. Now, if you want to have breakfast, all right, a strip or two of bacon, maybe. You know what I mean? A spoonful or two of egg or egg white or something.
Something light.
But you can't be having full-blown grits, eggs, just waffles.
The whole brunch.
Yeah. And then turn around, you get goddamn turkey and fucking all this other stuff. No.
Absolutely not. I don't see it.
No. Come on, y'all.
Because we overeating on that day.
Yeah. So that's what I asked y'all. Because when we came over to the house, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everything. He was like, nope, happy overeating. I seen it when you posted on my Facebook. I posted happy Thanksgiving. You was like, happy overeating. I'm like, what's she saying now? I was like, oh, they're going to be sure give her a thing. So you have to explain. Because you were saying happy, what's it?
Overeating day.
Overeating day. You were saying it all yesterday.
Yeah.
So please explain what you mean by that.
So overeating day for me, and this is deep. A lot of people probably, because I know a lot of people traditionally celebrate Thanksgiving. I have chosen for my personal life to no longer technically celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate Thanksgiving for the family. Because my mom is super into Thanksgiving. But if had been me, I'd been like, oh, I'm going to just go eat. But I ain't really celebrating. I'm just with the family. But overeating day for me is because I've been literally watching my calories since July. Mm-hmm. And this is the time of the year where people don't watch no calories. No calories get watched on Thanksgiving. We eating turkey. ham. We having 3 different carbs. We got the stuffing, we got the rice, we got the mashed potatoes, we got the yams. Like literally carbs all over the place. On a natural day for me, I'm not even eating carbs. I'm just usually eating spinach, a little bit of eggs or whatever, something to kind of keep the calories down. So I came with that because I literally realized, thought back, every year we literally take in thousands of calories on this day. Like we just overeat, but not a bad thing. I think that it's a day that everybody give each other permission to overeat. That's the day where you just go in. You know what I'm saying? You got your favorite, your grandma, your mama, whoever be throwing it down on Thanksgiving, and you eat all the good stuff, all the fattening stuff, and it's overeating. Because I have a weight loss journey, and so of course Thanksgiving could be scary for somebody who's trying to keep the calories down.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Look, just a little bit scary, but I figured it was nice, a different little spin on Thanksgiving, and I think it made sense to some people who came and it was like, oh yeah, we do overeat today.
Yeah. But sometimes, like you said, you on a weight loss journey. Sometimes you go to somebody's house, and that could be offensive if you don't really want to eat because you on your own little journey.
There you go.
But then they like, oh, why they not eating?
Yeah.
And then they get offended because you're not eating their food.
Because you're not eating.
But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. No, that ain't a whole. And you know what I did though? I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know if mom's peeped it or not. I was like, I hope she didn't see me. I hope she don't see me. But I was like, what I did was I got me a little bit of turkey, the only dark meat, the favorite part I like. I got some yams, some string beans. Okay, and a tiny bit of mac and cheese, and she probably thought she lowballing because I made all this food and she only eating just these select items. But it's just because, I can't allow Thanksgiving to throw me off now. Okay, I look good for the ladies, I'm single now. You feel me? So I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping my stuff together. But yeah, that's what I did though. But I still overate. My plate was definitely way bigger than what it would usually be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought it would be nice. A little difference to add in to change instead of Thanksgiving is a overeating day. But also one more thing about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in its history has a bad connotation to it because of the pilgrims and how they raped and pillaged and all that stuff. So, kind of getting away from that and really just honoring what we actually do that day, which is overeat and be with family.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And that's where this whole, what they call it now?
Indigenous Peoples
Day. Yeah, that's what they started. I didn't even know about it. I was listening to the radio as I do come home from work, and they were talking about it.
Yeah.
And it was like, they started making changes on the calendars and started adding to that and then celebrating it in schools and stuff like that. And I'm an ignorant fool, so I don't know. I don't know nothing. I've been trying to learn different stuff, so. Yeah, that was different for me.
They're for inclusiveness. I get what they're saying. But now I feel like, they are really trying to be more inclusive, which I feel like they should. That's why they did what they did with the Redskins, changing their name from the Redskins to the Commanders.
I guess.
I know. I guess too. I've never been a big, huge, and I know it's sad for me being a Marylander, but I'm not a huge Redskins fan, unfortunately, But I do feel like the name Commanders is trash. That's just my
Oh, it's definitely trash. We get a new owner.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and switch that thing back.
Yeah, for real. Like,
that's commanding.
Yeah. I was feeling the Redskins much more. Even though but I do understand why they changed it. I get that part. It's just why the Commanders? Who came up with that?
Oh.
That's
the colonizers, they came up with it.
Yeah, you already know.
They're right. They didn't give the fans no chance to act. They asked no fans. Well, the fans had their own poll, but none of those names, the Commanders definitely wasn't part of the names on Twitter. They wasn't part of the names.
So they had a whole set of different names.
Oh, yeah, they set a different name. They came up with their own little names, and this is what it's going to be. Come on, ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Look at the area, man. Other than Virginia, Maryland, D.C., full of blacks. You think they coming up with a Commanders? I don't think so.
Doubt it. Yeah,
I don't think so. That was the white man. They did that. And they just didn't give a damn. You know what I mean? But that's cool, because hopefully when they get the owner out, the old owner Snyder, get him out of there, and whoever the new owner is, hopefully they be,
decent
enough to like, hey, I'm with you fans. Let's change it again. I know for the 5th time, but this will be the 5th and last time we change it. You know what I mean?
And we need to change some of them dang on playbooks. I think the playbooks need to change.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
That's
But they've been doing good for a minute. But how long it's gonna last, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But we'll discuss that later.
There you go.
But Thanksgiving is over with. I was off today. I did my thing today. It feels like Saturday, but I was off work, chilling. I'm glad. I like when the holiday time comes because that's when you get rest.
Yes.
You can relax, get your mind right. You know what I mean?
I wish I could have rested.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I needed that extra rest.
Yeah. And it ain't over, so we still got Christmas around the corner.
There you go. Yeah. I'm glad it's the weekend. And same for me. I had to work today, but I worked. I slept a little bit, and I worked. And so it was good.
You work from home.
I do work from home,
Yeah,
so it's perfect for me.
Yeah, you lucky. I ain't got that type of job.
Yeah.
They want our black A's
in there,
and they be pressed about it too. Because I was off, so I took off. I put my leave in. At first, I was going to go to work. I said, nah, they don't deserve me being there. I'm going to take off. You know what I mean? So me and my other coworker, we put in. My boss emails me, oh, I see you and so-and-so took off. Who's gonna be in charge of it when you're not there? Look, I got everything under control. I've been working there forever. Why you? It's the holiday.
Why would you not know what to do? You've been there so many years, and every holiday you're always prepared.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's always one, It's always.
And the reason why it's the same thing because I've been doing it over and over for years, and I told her in the email, nobody, especially during the holiday, people are gone. They're on vacation. They visit families. Ain't nobody working. When I get to the parking lot's empty. When I'm in the hall of my place of work, it's empty. There's really no work to do. Things slow down.
Right.
So why on a Black Friday it's no need to show up to work.
No, it's not.
And the crazy thing is that the bigwig sent the email down to encourage all the branch chiefs to let people off and enjoy their families and time. She trying to make it seem like that, she doing us a favor by giving us time off.
What?
You know what I mean? Look, you ain't doing us a favor.
It's
First of all, I was already off regardless. But she trying to fake like I saw that email. It came from the top. Sent the email to everybody.
Everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it. Branch chiefs, give your people time off. You know what I mean? If you can.
As they should.
And when some things do happen, rare on a holiday,
right.
Everybody should know. If it ain't life or death, then nobody should be bothering nobody in the holiday.
There you go.
It should be closed.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. She, and then she was like, let me make sure I got your number, and so if something go down, I can call you. And
call me while I'm enjoying my family. I don't think so.
Sure.
I don't think so.
Sure. They don't care about you or your family. They only care about themselves.
It's giving phone on D&D.
But you get to do what you want to do with your family.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she ain't gonna want no calls. It's giving phone on D&D.
Right.
Yes. Do not disturb.
Well, that's that. Holiday is here. I'm happy. And I'm gonna keep it moving and enjoy the rest of my next couple days.
Yeah, same here. I'm ready. Even though I do work from home, I'm just glad that I'm off and ready to get some enjoyment in. It's the holidays. That's what we do. But speaking of that, bro, it is some craziness in the news and on all over YouTube in regards to Shanquella Robinson.
That's a hell of a name, Shanquella.
Shanquella's a name.
Yeah, that's a name, man.
But not only
hood joint.
Dejanay Jackson is a name.
Yeah, that's a hood
Dejanay?
joint. That's a hood joint too.
You ever watched The Proud Family?
I seen it a few times, but I wasn't a fan.
And I don't know if y'all don't go on me. Don't go on me, but I really thought Dejanay was the little short fat joint's name on The Proud Family. But it's been a while, I'm up there. I'm in my 30s, so it's been a while since I watched that. But so this is a serious case that's going on. It's caught massive attention from the media. Shanquella Jackson went on to a trip to Cabo San Lucas, right? Mm-hmm. Mexico, with her friends who are now deemed the Cabo Six.
College friends.
College friends
from
at
Winston-Salem University.
From Winston-Salem. And they're all from Charlotte, North Carolina. Or at least from what I know, they all resided there in North Carolina. They brought her out there. Well, she went out there. I'm hearing she paid for a lot of the villa. The Airbnb, right, that they were staying at. And they murked her, y'all. They murked her. You know? They came home, like prior to the autopsy coming out, they reported to the parents that she had alcohol poisoning. I don't know how she would have gotten that unless they would have forced alcohol down her throat by tearing her up. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. But
I'd have been like, wait a minute. If Janae came or her friends came to me and said, hey, Janae had alcohol poisoning in there. And I'm like, wait a minute. None of y'all got alcohol poisoning? You telling me ain't none of y'all drank what she drank?
First of all, what was y'all drinking? Number two, how many cups, shots was it? Can I get a FaceTime? Let me get on the phone and find out what really happened. How about that instead of the best friend calling in and telling me whatever story he felt like telling me? That's how I feel about it.
Right.
And that's what happened. The best friend was the one communicating with the family while they were down there. She so-called have alcohol poisoning with a busted eye, a busted blood vessel, a broken neck, spinal cord injuries, and all this. You know, and a video had come out. I don't know who leaked it.
Yeah.
Who leaked it? But a video had come out with Dejanay Jackson.
Why they leaked it?
Why did they leak it?
Right.
That's the real question. But Dejanay Jackson was putting paws all the way on Shanquella, and Shanquella would not fight back. And here her best friend in the video, supposedly, now this is allegedly because the dude's voice sounded sweet, not gonna lie, he had some sugar in his tank, who was behind that video, telling him, go ahead, why don't you fight, Quella? And Quella was saying no, she wasn't gonna fight. Maybe she just was a peaceful girl, but she was letting them put them paws on her all the way. And then addition on top of that, that's one video, but they claim that there may be another video with Winter Donovan putting paws on her as well, and she was the one that was supposedly delivered the actual blow to Shanquella, like doing a choke slam. They saying they was in there doing wrestling moves on the girl. Like, I mean, and they look weak.
I only saw one part of the video where the girl was hitting her, bashing her in the face, and she was like kind of sitting down. Yeah. And you, like you said, dude was like, fight with, why don't you fight? And I was just like, you see the bride ain't trying to fight back.
Why don't you
just gonna keep welling on her face like that?
Why not?
But see, that's all I saw after that. But I'm like, come on, y'all. You see clearly the bride ain't trying to fight.
Yeah.
You just going hard for no reason.
But they plan, and here's my personal opinion, allegedly, you know, I really do hope this case ends up on TV in court, because I really do feel like it needs to be put out there, like what exactly happened and did they plan this? And the other part for me was the miscellaneous videos that they have, like the video of her best friend while she's sleeping, y'all. She's supposed to be sleeping, okay? Bro, she's sleeping. And he over her body talking about we caught us a dead body, yada, 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 you through for. What kind of mess is that? I don't even understand how you even do that to your best friend. Friends, how many of us have them? We don't have them. What's happening these days?
Nah. And they probably didn't think the result was going to happen with that type of result. Because obviously, what they said, it took 15 minutes for it to pass. So they probably didn't think they did that much damage, but they really did.
A lot of damage. And now
what's this mess with the doctor that they had bring there?
Yeah.
That they brought there.
And now they're the Cabo Six. So, and honestly,
what was he thinking about?
The doctor, I have no idea. I know the nurse. I know what they were saying, that they were trying to resuscitate her or get her back in decent shape, working shape. I guess enough to send her back home, bruised and battered, because they thought she wasn't going to die. I don't know. You know, for me, I think they meant to murder.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Let's say right here say her death certificate reportedly stated that she passed 15 minutes after being injured. However, the Observer reports that a doctor from a local hospital was with Shanquella and the others inside the home close to 3 hours before she was pronounced deceased.
I mean, they could have. I don't know, because did you see the video of Nazir?
No, I did not.
So Nazir is the dude's birthday they were celebrating, and he was coming to the trip, but he was a day later. So supposedly he had come back, found Shanquella all messed up, face busted.
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, he claimed he wasn't there when they did it. That's what he said.
They could check it.
That's alleged.
They could check the airline records.
They could.
Yeah.
Then they did. They were doing that, and the airlines kind of checked the dude out though a little bit. They was like, all right, he didn't, and he claimed that they signed his name in on, you know, in the lobby, the reservation, you know, when they reserved and stuff. But he claiming he laid her down. Well, he ain't laid her down, but he claimed he laid with her, you know, rubbed her head and played some Summer Walker soft music for her and all that, trying to get her back, you know. Come on, Shanquella, get up. We got things to do. We riding ATVs.
Yeah, you good? You good?
Yeah, you know. But I'm like, where was the rest of them at while you rubbing her head?
Plotting and planning.
You know what I'm saying? You rubbing her head and Summer Walker and all that with her, but you ain't trying to figure out, like, nobody, you ain't heated right now. You just rubbing up on her. Like, I don't know. Like, and they say dude back in the day might have been a little
sweet.
Nah, not sweet. On that time, on that where he, you know, he doing the R word. You feel me? On female. Suppose that come out later about him, because he was the man. He was the first one to come out with the video explaining his part and how he wasn't there and all that. But he still sounded really self-centered. He sounded like, well, I didn't get to have no fun, and I don't know. He sounds sus. Like, I feel like somebody did actually call him and tell him what went down prior to him getting there.
Right.
You know, because he claimed, I went straight to Shanquella. You went straight to her, but you not her dude. You not her man. You ain't really her BFF. Who is you for real?
Right.
You know, her BFF turned on her. So how we know you wasn't in on it? You know, so he probably was like, look, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm gonna just come a day late after y'all do what y'all do. You know, that could have been the case. But here's what I really got to say, people, in regards to this. No blame to Shanquella, but I do feel like she knew prior to going on this trip that she was dealing with some people who could not care for her, who were fake. She was an entrepreneur. She did kids' hair braiding. She made money. At her young age, at 25, she was thriving out here. You know, and her friends were more than likely jealous of her. I don't know what could have happened, what made them feel like, oh, she need to be murked. We need a dead body, yada, yada, yada. But they literally killed her. And then went home to speak to the parents 4 days after to continue to really, Lord my word, to continue to put in this woman and this man's head that she had alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
I mean, from where the mama said it was there 4 days straight.
She said 4 days straight, yes.
And the best friend, she had a best friend that was there.
Khalil.
He was with her every day, and she said, until they came back with the coroner report.
Yeah. And said she had that spinal cord injury.
And she said she ain't seen them again.
Nope. Rolled out. Peace out. Oh, yeah. We
Cold
gotta go.
down.
Cold. And a punk.
Yeah.
And then all these videos came out. But this is what I'm going to say, because my thought had got cut off. But people, you know when you don't have good friends. You know when the people around you don't really care for you. It's always that one in the bunch everybody love the most, and then they loyal to that person. And then there's always that person who's pretty quiet and not cause no problems, and they get hated on because of whatever. They could have a bomb personality. They could have a lot of family. They could get a lot of love. And this other person's working so hard for all this attention, you know, and it does weigh on people. Jealousy is a nasty thing, y'all. So I would advise that if y'all have children, talk to them about their friends. If they have a lot of friends, talk to them. Find out what's going on in their friend life and stuff, especially if they are traveling with them. Yeah, please watch out for that, man. There's a lot of fake people out here, a lot of fake friends. You know, I've been through it, so I know. I can relate. So I know. Mine, of course, didn't end deadly or anything, but sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to keep a small circle, man.
Keep a small circle. And trusted people.
Trusted. I mean, you get... Damn near background check trusted.
Background check trusted, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for me, I'm thinking niggas need resumes now at this point. Like, hey, tell me why you want to be my friend.
Yeah, no new friends.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I think at a certain age, man, 20s, you going to have new friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It happens. It comes up.
Yeah, my age, new friends, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meet you, be cool. I guess it's a difference between being an associate and a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I met a lot of people that didn't grow up with me that I'm cool with. You know, that good people, but you gotta have a good judge of character.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Discernment.
Yeah. If you're not a good judge of character and you know nah.
Yeah. And that's what I go on too for people, just like what you said, good judge of character. You need that discernment, y'all. You need that discernment. You cannot sit there and not have that spiritual discernment to tell you when somebody isn't right. If you know you live your life very differently from this person that you calling your friend, and they're reckless, you know what, they could care less, man, F that, I don't care about this. No, that's not the person. If you're a person who care, don't hang with that person who don't care.
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
They done lost everything, and then here you is with everything, about to lose it, messing with them.
Right.
You don't want that.
Right.
And you don't want to lose your life
right.
for people who are immature and jealous.
Right.
And just don't have their head on straight. So you
right.
want to make sure that the people around you match your vibration. You want to make sure the people around you match your goals, what you aspire, your morals and values. And then you can have some good friends. But when you got people who you know on some stuff you're not on, stay away from them. Yeah. That's just what I got to say.
Yeah.
For real.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fortunate. It's definitely an unfortunate incident, and I hope they bring them, was it 5 or 6 to justice?
506.
Yeah.
They done got them a name, dang on food.
6 to justice. FBI's in it. Everybody's in it. Twitter's, social media, people's in it. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. So hopefully they bring them down, because that's not right.
Justice.
I mean, and the reason why I don't like it is because I got a passport. I go out, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It can happen to me. It can happen to my friends. It can happen to anybody I know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we got to be careful and be safe. You want to go have fun, but watch, like you said, watch the people that's around you.
Yeah.
All the time. You know what I mean? Period.
You have to watch them. And for me, I went out of town with friends before, and yet again, you know, like I said, it was great when I went, but I did go during a time where it might not have been the best energy between me and the friend. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore you're doing this because, one, you're 25, 26, 27. This was around the time I was my age, and you just want to be included. You don't care what happened between y'all or what was said, or you know, whether they dislike you or not, because clearly they ain't told you nothing. Right. But you feel it. You know when there's some animosity.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I've done that, and it could very well have happened. You know, but they somehow find a way to use you. Because that's how I was. Like, they used me on the Uber and stuff. You know, didn't come out with the money they should have had. Like, oh, yeah, let me do her dirty, because we don't care about her. Right. But we going to look out for each other. But we don't, you know, F her. Right. You know, and that's how they do.
And you ain't thinking about it. You just being nice.
You just being nice.
Like, trying to have fun. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But you see when they start taking that advantage, then you like, hold up now. Come on now, because it's 2 of y'all. Yep. It's 3 of y'all. It's 4 of y'all. You telling me I'm the only one that had to come out the pocket? Nah, come on now.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, y'all tripping. So, you know, use discernment, people, for real. Like, I couldn't even beg people to teach their children that enough. Right. That, you know, because they're the ones who have mostly, you start with that big group. As you get older, though, that dies down. And then you learn, like, hey, only a few people can come get this energy here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Mean, I learned young. I had to cut friends off young, and I learned when I was getting in trouble here and there because of people that was in my life that I had no business having. Not that saying I had no business having in my life, but they ain't mean me no good at that time. Correct. You know what I mean? And I just realized, hey, nah, you get me in trouble. I can't mess with you. You know what I mean? I need somebody with positivity, and you know, somebody that can, you know, bring some positive energy to my life.
We need people who gonna help you grow.
Yeah.
And be positive. So, all right, y'all. I think we are coming to the end of our first podcast, and it's just because hey, we hitting that 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to thank you all. If you sat in, if you listened to us, if you heard us out, please follow us on Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay at gmail.com, I believe.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah, and YouTube, please subscribe if you like what we have put down here. We're going to do more. So this is just our first one. We're going to do more. But other than that, this is Meesh.
This is Jay.
And we are out.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.